Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your English language live class. And today we are going to learn modals, which is given as chapter number 11 on page number 82 in your grammar books. So turn to chapter number 11 and let us start with the modals. Okay. So what we are going to study today is modals. But before starting with the explanation, what do? We look at the different sentences and we observe those sentences. So the first sentence is he might he might come soon. The second sentence, I can sing this song. While the third sentence is she must do her work. Now, what do we see? These there are some words like um, might, then can, must, okay, and all these the verbs are preceded by these words. Okay, can you spot the verbs in these sentences? Yes, we can. Where are the verbs? Come, then sing, right? Come is there, sing is the verb, and do is the verb in the last sentence. So what do we observe? That these verbs, they are preceded by certain words like might, can, must, do. Okay, so what are these? These are the modals, right? These words are known as modals. Now let us see what we are going to learn in this chapter. We are going to learn about the definition, structure, and how to use modal verbs. All right. Now modal verbs are also known as modal auxiliary. It is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to indicate modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission, possibility, obligation. So in short, it tells us about it indicates about the mood, it indicates the mood and also the intention of the speaker, like in what intention the sentence has been said, whether it is representing the ability of the speaker, or whether the speaker is seeking for the permission, all right, or whether the sentence is indicating a possibility. So such intentions or such moods are expressed by the modal verbs. For instance, you can see the this example given here. Two of my friends can play guitar. Okay, can play guitar. See, if the sentence would have been without can, two of my friends play guitar, then it would have represented a habit. Okay, because then the sentence would have been in simple present, and whenever the sentence is in simple present, it either indicates a habit, okay, or a universal truth or a routine. But when we added this word can just before the main verb, this sentence, this sentence which was earlier representing a habitual action, it turned into the ability. Okay, now this is telling that two of my friends, they have the ability to play guitar, so two of my friends can play guitar. This is what is the function of modal auxiliary. So moving on. Uh, so these are the list of few modal verbs which we are going to do today. Can, could, may, might, okay, will, would, then shall, should, ought to, must. As you can see that can the some of the modal auxiliaries, they have their past form also. For example, can in past tense is written as could. Similarly, may is written as might, okay, and will is written as what? Would. Shall is written as should. Ought to and must, they don't have any past tense, but they are these words are the past tense also, but they also have their individual meaning also. All right, so it's not that always we use them always as the past tense of the prior words, but they also have their individual usage also as well. So that we will be learning when we will be doing the modal verbs one by one. So now I would like you people to look at these four sentences. See, all the four sentences, they are talking about me singing a song. Okay, I suppose there was a blank over here, so I dash sing a song. I dash sing a song everywhere. But with the use of just one word. Okay, the whole intention or whole expression of the sentence is changing. In the first sentence, I can sing a song. This here it is telling my ability, about my ability, that I am capable of singing a song. Okay, so it is talking about what? Ability. I should sing a song. This is an obligation. Okay. Then I shall sing a song. This I'm talking about future event, that maybe in the future I'll be singing a song, right? And the last one, I may sing a song. It is talking about possibility. It's not sure that I'm going to sing a song, but I may sing a song or I may not sing a song, right? So see if you can observe that just the rest of the sentence is just the same, but with the insertion of one modal auxiliary, we can change the expression of the whole sentence entirely. We can change the sense of the sentence entirely. Okay, so this is the function of modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries, they tell us about the intention or the mood which is there in the sentence. So this is why modal auxiliaries are this is the reason why modal auxiliaries are different from other helping verbs. The other helping verbs are the be verbs, has or have verb, then do verbs are there. So the modal auxiliaries are different from them because because of this specific purpose which they provide us. All right, about of telling the intention. Now this is the structure of writing a sentence with the modal verb. How do we write? See the subject, as you can see, like all kinds of subject. I, then modal verb comes. Um, First of all, subject comes, then modal verb, then main verb. It is always followed by the main verb, and then a complement. Right. So let us look at the example. I must go to sleep. We can drink some water, or we must go to sleep. See, with each of the subject, we can use all the modal verb without changing the form of the modal verb. Whether the subject is singular, plural, feminine, or masculine, the modal verb doesn't change. Okay, it remains in its fixed form. Whether we use it with I or we or they or he or she whatsoever, the modal verb will not change. It will remain as it is. Must will remain as it is with each of the subjects which have been mentioned over here. Can, say, same goes for can, should, may, and will. Right. So we can drink some water. He can drink some water. Okay. She will do some exercise. They will do some exercise. So there is no change in modal verb when it comes to the number or the gender of the subject which is given in the sentence. So this is the basic structure. First of all, we write the subject, then modal verb comes, then main verb, and after that, at last, complement or any adjunct, right? So it comes towards the end. Now, there are certain characteristics of modal verbs, as I have already told you, that there is no singular form of modal verbs or modal auxiliaries. Like if it would have been, if this sentence would have been without can, So if this sentence would have been without can, then with he, because like we did in the subject verb agreement, when the subject is singular, we change the verb into singular verb by adding an s over here. Suppose this can was not over here, then he swims would have been the correct way of writing the sentence. But when we use can, then the first thing which you should keep in mind is that the verb, it comes in its original form without any s or es, and this word, the modal auxiliary, they never change. The modal auxiliaries, they do not have the singular form or plural form, right? If can is there, so can will be can only, whether it is used with he, she, they, we, any kind of noun, whether the noun is singular or plural, can will remain can, and similarly all the modal verbs would remain the same. Okay, we do not add an s or es to the modal auxiliaries as it has been written over here, and then strike off and then struck off. He can swim is not the way of writing the modal auxiliary. Now, again, there is no change in the modal verbs when with respect to the tense of the sentence. Okay, see in the first sentence, it is written in simple present. So I could work. In simple present also could is could. Then in the continuous, I could be working, just be is added with the modal auxiliaries. When the modal auxiliaries are used in continuous tense, then be is added. Okay. Then we come to the perfect tense. In the perfect tense also, modal auxiliaries don't change. I could have worked hard. Then in the perfect continuous also, the modal auxiliaries remain the same. Rest of the things, they change according to the tenses, but not the modal auxiliaries. You can observe very clearly over here. See, could is could only, could is could in simple also, then continuous also. Okay, then perfect also, perfect continuous also, right? So now let us move on. And another thing, modal auxiliaries, they don't need any auxiliary to form negative and question. Okay, like where if you recall how we used to do in tenses, the by using the word does. Okay, if we had to change the present simple present tense into negative, then we use a does for the singular and do for plural, but it is not the case with the modal auxiliary. Okay, so you just have to remember that nothing changes when we are using modal auxiliary in a sentence. Now we will look at the different modal auxiliaries and their uses. So first in the list is can. Can, what all representations are given by can? Can represents possibility, ability, impossibility also when used with not. Then can is used for us seeking permission. It is also used for request. You can have a look at all the sorts of example written against their uses. For instance, ability. They can control their own work. This is their ability. Impossibility. We can't fix it. We cannot fix it. Okay, it is not possible for us. We are incapable of fixing it. Then asking for permission. Can I bring here? Request. Can you help me? Okay, so these are all the uses of the word of the modal can. Next comes could. Could is used to ask for permission. Could I borrow your dictionary? The difference between the previous permission and this permission is that could is a slight polite, when you asking. when you're asking for the permission politely, so that is where we use could. Okay, for the formal situation, we use could. We do not use can for formal situation, or if you are asking permission from your elders, right, or from your teachers. So in wherever the formal situation arises, you use could for asking for seeking permission. Then request. Could you say it again? A more polite request. Then there's possibility also. I think we could have another T. This is the possibility. Then it also represents a future event. Like I wish Alex could meet me next week. Again, it also represents ability in the past. He gave up his job so he could work for us, right? So these are all the representations of could. Now comes may. May, you people are very much familiar with may. Generally, we use may for us for seeking permission. Like, may I have another cup of coffee? Okay. When you people were in school, you used to ask, may I come in before entering the class? So these are all. This word is used for permission, and also it is used for possibility when used in an assertive sentence. Like, I may finish my work. This is a possibility that I may finish my work. So for possibility also, it may rain, it might snow, it may snow tonight. All these are possibility because it has the word may. So when may is used in an interrogative sentence, it represents permission. But when it is used um, in an assertive sentence, it represents a possibility. Now comes must. Okay, must is used for necessity, compulsion, strong moral obligation. For example, we must be loyal to our country. Okay, we must be loyal to our country. This is a strong moral obligation. Then inevitability or surety, like one day man must die, it is inevitable. This cannot be denied. This will happen for sure. Advice, she must learn French, so this is a piece of advice. So must is used likewise. Next is might. Again, might is used for possibility only. Okay, so you can see the example, we'd better phone tomorrow, they might be eating their dinner now. So but it is used for a weaker possibility than may. Okay, when we use may for possibility, then it has a stronger possibility as compared to might. Might is used for even weaker possibility. Ought to, I have told you many times what is the meaning of ought means something which is morally correct, okay, which is morally good. So if we are doing something correct which is bringing goodness, then that is known as ought to. Okay, certain actions which bring goodness in the society, or something which is done right or correct. Okay, for example, she ought to finish by next week, so this will be correct for her, this will be right for her. Or we ought to help the needy, this is also the thing, right? Then shall is used for offer. For example, shall I help you with your luggage? It is in the sentence, I am offering my help to somebody. Then suggestion, shall we say 2:30 then? Like it is asking for yes or no, and the person is asking for the suggestions. So will it be correct to meet at 2:30? Then permission, shall I do that or will you? So this is asking for permission. Should is used for possibility. Should is also used for saying what's right or correct. Okay, for advice, for prediction also it is used. Like we should solve this problem. Fees should decrease next year. So all these things are showing possibility and what is right or correct. So Will is used for any promise or decision or offer, or simply denoting a future event, like I can't see any taxi, so I'll walk. This is my decision, I will walk. I'll do that for you if you like offer. I'll come back on Monday. That is my promise. Okay, so it is used for. It is also used for determination, when you are saying something with determination, like I will do this for sure. So then also will is used. Would is used for the most polite request. It is known for making request in the most polite manner. And then it is used for permission also and invitation also. You can have a look at the examples. Would you mind if I brought a friend with me? This is the permission. Then would you mind waiting a moment? It's a request. Then invitation, would you like to play basketball this Friday? This is an invitation. So we have done all kinds of modal auxiliaries. You can see that when we join all these things, we can get a modal. Okay, so now if you have understood, so let us practice the some questions, and after that I'll be taking up your questions. Okay, so you have to just fill in the blanks with appropriate modals. So the first one is I dash swim across the stream. Let me see who will answer this. Yes, Shubh.
I can swim across the stream.
Correct. It is showing my ability, so I can swim across the stream. Second, dash you pass me the salt. It is a request. Mind that. Yes, Yashi.
Mom, would you pass me the salt?
Correct. Would you pass me the salt? Or if you write would, then also to be correct. But then we should also always prefer would most of the time. Correct. Third, we dash respect our elders. Nandika.
We should respect our elders.
Yes, we should respect our elders. What else can be filled over here? We ought to. Okay. So we ought to can also be filled. Otherwise, should is also correct. Fourth, the doctor advised her that she dash take her medicines. Yes, Arpit.
Ma'am would.
What do we use with advice? The doctor is suggesting.
Ma'am could.
No. Who can answer? Someone else? Abhineet.
Ma'am can.
I've asked Abhineet. Yes, Shubhi. What do you think?
Sin ma'am. It should be must.
Come again. Give your answer once again.
Ma'am must.
Why Divyansh is speaking? I have asked Shubhi. Shubhi Verma.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, the answer should be must.
She must take her medicines on time. What else can you use? Shubh.
The doctors advised her that she should take her medicines on
Yes,
time.
should is the most appropriate over here because it is talking about advice or suggestion. However, you can use must also. So this is the beauty of modal auxiliaries, that more than one answer can be correct. So very few of you will be getting it wrong. Next, dash I have your book. Let me see who will give the answer now. Preeti. Yes, Preeti.
Can.
Come again.
Ma'am, can.
Can I have your book? Yes. Can I have your book? It is a straightforward way of seeking permission. But if you will say, could I have your book? Then that will be a polite way of asking. Well, can is also correct. Next, it dash rain tonight. Shreya. Yes, Shreya.
Ma'am, it might rain tonight.
It might rain tonight or it may rain tonight. Both are correct. Next, she dash go to the market tomorrow. Who has not answered so far? Divyanshi.
She will go to the market tomorrow.
She will go to the market tomorrow. She may go to the market tomorrow. She should go to the market tomorrow. Okay, everything, all these can be correct. However, most appropriate will be the use of will because it will denote a what? A future event. Correct. Last one will be answered by Arav. He dash sit for hours watching the stars.
He might sit for hours watching the stars.
First of all, it's not hours, it's hours. Okay, and
Hours.
he might sit for hours watching the stars. What else can you use?
Ma'am, he will.
He would sit for hours watching the stars. Here, would will be used because it might, it can represent the past habit also. Okay, and you can also use he can, ability. All right. So you can use can or would. So I hope it is clear. There can be more than one
Yes, ma'am.
answers correct. So that's all. Thanks for your attention, children. Take care.